So notice, are you sitting upright? Breathing in, breathing out. So when we created that central pillar, we can then soften and relax and loosen all the body parts. I like to do a little butterfly wag at the hips. Now you see this little movement here. So it's just kind of shaking something loose. And the same thing here. Hang the arms and a little shoulder blade bounce and a little wrist shake. And then the head and neck, just kind of a little bobblehead movement so that you're looking for space at all these different important junctions. The root places, two hips, two shoulders, and this base of skull and neck, right? So loose, loose, loose. Now let's breathe in through the nose, out through the nose or the mouth. Take that about 6 or 7 breaths. Make them good ones. Feel the change of shape with each breath. So use the breath again, not just as oxygen CO2 exchange, which is its, you could say, primary purpose, but internal stretching and opening and functional mechanism method. Opening and expanding, and then softening and closing. So add that movement. Slide your hands back, elbows back, shoulder blades back. Chest up, chin up, look up, inhale. And exhale. Slide your hands forward past your knees, hollow your chest, round your back, drop your head. And do it again. Slide hands back, elbows back, shoulder blades back, full breath. And couple more. One more time into the arched position. And settle to neutral. And let's take your left hand forward, your right hand and elbow back to your right. Inhale back to center. And right hand forward, left hand and elbow back. Turn to your left. Twisting. Inhale back to center. Exhale. Twist. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist. 2 more each way. After you finish that last one to your left, come back to center. Hang the arms loose, shift the weight to the right buttock, side bend. Float your left wrist up, left foot up, lean. And we're back to center, crown up tall, and then lean. Center and lean. Center, where? Lean. A lot. A line of them. See if you can find where they're coming from. That's strange. And middle. Shoulder blades. We go forward, up, back, down, neutral. Continue that. And you want to be getting better and better at full range, spreading them apart, lifting, squeezing them back together, sliding, neutral. Forward and up, back and down. Continue. Also remember when you go forward, the chest has to hollow, the back rounds. Lift. When you come back, the chest kind of puffs up as you slide down. And then there's that neutral right in the middle, neither hollow nor puffed up. So it's spread, there's a hollowing, lift, squeeze back, there's a puffing up, and down. Now in reverse, when you come back, there's a puffing up, lift. When you slide over, there's a hollowing, and then sliding down and neutral. Back and up, forward and down, neutral. Back and up, forward, down, neutral. 3 more. And neutral. Bring your feet together, knees together, fold forward, bring the backs of your hands together, extend and big circle. Lean back and circle around and in. Do that again. Forward, out, around behind and in and neutral. Full range, right? So again, we're going forward and now up, chest level. Big open, palms face forward, slide, neutral. Forward and up, out, down. One more at that level. Remember this idea that all this playground, there's all this room in front, and then there's a little bit of room behind that we want to make sure we get, but we don't force it too far. And full range. Forward, all the way up, up, up. You might stop here or here or here or here, possibly all the way above, but then again, same idea. We're not cranking too far behind the bottle, just down. Neutral. Forward and up, all of this range. And then out. It's neutral. One more, full range. Neutral. Reverse. Back and out, but stay low. Come around and in, and then neutral. Back, out, around and in. Neutral. And remember, we're moving our torso from the hip joint. So we're tipping back, and then we're tipping forward. So we're getting movement through the body rather than just kind of staying stuck and moving our arms like this, right? We're back. Now let's come out and up, right? And then same thing from the hips, folding, folding and flowing through the fingertips, down. And then from the hips, we're going back and up, and then hips, down. Full range, back, out, up, come all way up. And then from the hips, tip forward, arms sweep out and down. Back, out and up. Down. One more. And scoot back in your chair. Let's go right knee lift. Draw it up. Flex the foot. Full extend. Bring it up. Down. Switch. Load. Push. Load. Down. Switch. Load. Push. Load. Down. And load. Push. Load. Down. Now, no hands, just your brain. Load. Push. Load. Down. Switch. Load. Push. Load. Down. One more. Each. Push. Load. Down. Load. Push. Load. And down. Right leg. Extend. Point and flex. And tilt in, tilt out, invert, evert. Circle, in, around, and out. Reverse, out, around, and in. And switch, point and flex. Tilt, in, tilt out. Circle. Reverse, circle. Down. Scoot all the way to that front edge of your chair. Bend those elbows and float out and up, down, in, down, out, way up, down, in, down, out, up. We're getting the rotatable mechanism there. Now pull straight back all the way, down, forward, up, forward, down, back, down, forward, up, forward, down, back, down, forward, up, and down, out, one above, one below, fully wrap around, and then elbows straight out to the sides of the room and switch. Wrap. Out. Switch. And out. Switch. Out. Down, arms in front. Turn palms down and up. So this is not a wrist movement, even though the wrist is moving, it's a forearm movement. And often people do this, they add some movement of this part of the arm, try to not have anything other than the forearms, because eventually it's a really good carpal tunnel and arthritic issue therapy remedy, right? So you see this shake, 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 shake that I'm doing here. But in order to get that, you have to clean up this movement so you find it right in the forearms so that you could double time and speed it up quite a bit, right? So find that. Then palms face up, we go out. Notice the elbows stay in close to the body, but the hands are getting way out to the side, And again, how that happens is with this joint externally rotating, right? The body naturally opens, unfolds, and then we come to neutral, and then now kind of a strange move, but really important, elbows around and to the front. So this hollowing, closing, folding, hollowing in the front. Neutral. Opening, unfolding. Externally rotating. Neutral. Close, fold, elbows way around. Feel that space in the shoulder, chest area. So it's like a hollow space in there. And then neutral, opening, unfolding, externally rotating, neutral. Close, fold, spiraling, neutral. One more time, open, unfold, stay there. Step your feet wider apart than normal. Now your left hand like it's coming up over a rainbow, all the way over, and then bring that left hand onto your right palm. Then reverse, come up over the rainbow back to top and bottom open. Top closes, your right hand up and over to the left palm. When you touch down here, feel this groin area open. Don't let that leg collapse in. And then we're back, top and bottom open. Top closing while bottom remains open. Top and bottom open. Top closes while bottom remains open. Top and bottom open. Now both arms up over the rainbow, cross one wrist above the other, turn the palms down, drop between your legs and release. Now when you're here, there should be a noticeable, you see that difference there, this hollowing of the front and opening of the back. Then cross the wrist and come up, and there should be, as you open, a noticeable opening, unfolding, and externally rotating. Now, other wrist on top, closing, folding, internally rotating. And then open, unfold, externally rotate. And then close, fold, and internally rotate. And again. And last time. Now, bring those arms, everything back to neutral. Bring your legs back to neutral as well. And we roll and through. Palms up. Remember, you can add. So I've shown you the monkey paw before where you grab the fingers and like a little pinch. So this folding up of the hand here. And I'm trying to see how to give you the best. So that little, it's not a fist. It's this folding of the hand. So add that when you roll the wrist over, also gather those fingers a little bit and roll through. And then when you come out, extend, turn. So what that does is helps get the little spaces in here and all through here loosened up from that stiffness in the hands, right? So this fold and then through and then open, turn. The proper use of a mechanism or a set of mechanisms heals and maintains the mechanism in the human body. So that means our mechanisms are relying on us to use them correctly. Now come under, roll through, and come over top. Turn the palms. Under, gather the fingers, and roll through, open, turn. 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 And spread, gather. Spread, gather. Spread, gather. Now spread, claw to a fist. All the way into a fist. Open. claw to a fist, open, claw to a fist, open, bird beak, thumb touch pinky, other three fingers touch, down, bend that wrist, and then open the hand and bend back. Bird beak, bend down, open and bend back, beak, back, beak, back, and then hang, shake, point your fingers at each other and create little ripples. So you get small movements of the fingers. Look at your hands. Once you see what I'm doing, right, then stop looking at my hands and look at your hands and actually try to get that little bit of movement and notice where what isn't moving, right? And I'll show you, you can look at me again. So it's a little bit almost like you're playing a piano going 1, 2, 3, 4, right? And then you're doing it again, 1, 2, 3, 4. So just try to get that wave-like movement of each individual finger, right? Each finger. And then that helps us feel the Tai Chi hand. So when we get up and we start doing our Tai Chi, it should have this same loose, fluid quality so that it can make all those different shapes that the hand wants, the cloud and the push and the brush knee. And so all that changeability and softness in your hand, you got to take that with you into our Tai Chi. Now, step your feet a little, step your feet all the way close together, touching. Lift your right toes, turn your right knee and toes out, 1. Then keep the toes where they are, go heel out, knee in, 2. Heel stays where it is, toe and knee out, 3. Toes stay where they are, heel out, knee in, 4, internal rotation, and then 5, toe and knee out. Walk it in, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Walk it out, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And in, 2, 3, 4. Switch legs, left toes and knee out, 1, heel out, knee in, 2, toe and knee out, 3, heel out, knee in, 4, toe and knee out, 5, and walk it in, 1, 2, 3, 4, together. Walk it out, 1, 2, 3, 4, hold and in, 2, 3, 4, 5. Both legs, 1, 2, heels out, knees in, and so look at my thighs and knees here. Notice on the second one, if the heels are out, the thighs got to be in, and then toes and knees out. Toes and knees in, thighs have to internally rotate, and then heels in, knees way out, and then together, and one more time. 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2. Make sure the knees get out, and 3. Feet hip distance. Now this hip hinging series, 3 main exercises. Hands are on your legs. We fold from the hips, turn the fingers in, the elbows out, and fold all the way in half. And then sit up tall, turn your arms to neutral, and then tip back. Sit up tall, fingers in, elbows out, fold, and sit up, and tip back. Again, fold, sitting up, tip back, and neutral. Now, same flow, except we go wide stance, which buys us a different bit of space. So fingers in, elbows out, drop down. You can drop in a little further, and then sit up tall, and lean back. So notice how wide apart my legs are, Marjan. So keep this wide stance, big wide stance here, and then tip back. And then we fold, so we have a little more room to drop hips between legs a little and drop torso between shoulders and elbows. And then back. One more time. The dragon takes a bow down into that space there. Sitting all the way back up. Tipping back. Now tip to your right. Fold down to your right, fingers in, elbows out. Drop and sweep through across to the left. And then stay left as you go all the way back and around. And then over to the right as you fold, fingers in, elbows out, drop in and sweep across. And then stay left as you go back and around. One more. The dragon stirs the sea with its tail. And reverse. We go left, fold, sweep across. Over to the right and tip back and around. Over to the left, fold, sweep across. Right, all the way back and around. And one more. Back to neutral. Feet back, legs back, hip distance. Hang those loose arms. Let's float them out. Turn the palms up. Reach up to the sky. Now reach your right arm higher. And then soften. And left arm higher. And soften. Reach. And reach. So we're trying to liberate the mechanisms of the body so that function is possible. Right? So that scapular, arm, chest, upper back area. And then let's reach both. All the way. Touch the sky. And then just float the arms out, down, loose. Now the hunchback and the back bend. We take the arms back behind. So behind and kind of up, right? And you keep going until it induces a hunchback. You can see how my body kind of hunches because of that. Now bring your arms down, unhunch your back, and go forward. Arms are at shoulder distance, forward and up, and then get rid of that hunched area. Get it in and up and over the top, back bend, arch. And then forward, down, back behind. Keep the arms going, 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 going till you hunch. And then arms down, forward, up. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Get rid of that middle and upper back hunchback. Your head should look up. You should look up at the sky. You should be able to see the ceiling. Marjan, take your head up. Your head. Your head goes up and back, right? All the way up and back. And then forward and down. So when we hunch, the head and neck come a little bit forward. The back is rounded. When you go forward and up and back, your head looks up and back behind you. Right? And I'm looking down. Good. And then down and loose. And all that produces natural, easy, comfortable, neutral. Now, head and neck. Head down, neck down, neck back, head back. So let's get the upper back, the neck, and head junction, this whole region, to be able to move through its range. So again, the head goes down, but also the neck down. And then take your neck back, 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 as far as you can get your neck. Then lift the chin and take the head back. Head down, neck down. Neck back, 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 back. head back. One more. Head down, neck down, neck back, head way back. And then settle to neutral, head right on top, and turn, look right, back to middle, and turn left. Turn, turn left. Few more. Turning right. Turn. One more each way. Back to middle. Chin forward, jutting forward. Then back, and then way back. All right? Kind of a strange position, but really important. Sort of like your face and head are being sucked back this way, right? And then find neutral. Do it again. This is the direction that gravity and time forces people's neck. Look around, right? You'll see that some amount of this forward is happening. So we also want to go deeper into it and then pull all the way back from it so that we have a chance at just relaxing in the middle. Again, forward, back, middle. One more, forward, back, middle. Side, middle, and side. Take your head to the side. And then middle and side. Middle and side. So you see how sideways, and mine isn't even at maximum range, but I'm almost, totally at a horizontal line to the room around me. So you don't want to be just happy with where you can move it a little bit and you go, I did it. It's like you have to kind of hang out there and melt it and try to break through and then be able to calibrate back to middle and then side and a little more, and then middle. Now put all that together for the spiral. So a small tip right, chin up, head back. A small tip to your left, chin down, head forward. That's one. Tip right and back, left and forward. Next one a little larger, right and back, left and forward. Right and back, left and forward. Larger circles, let's do four more. Little by little, getting towards whatever your maximum range. This last one all the way around, then hang your head right in front. Float the head up as if it's pulled up by a string right at the crown of the head, and then tip your head a little bit to your left, chin up so the head goes back, tip the head over to your right, and then down so it comes forward, and then over to your left and back, and then right and forward. Next one a little larger, roll around, A little larger as it opens up for you. Four more. Just growing the size gradually. Do not fear those little snap, crackle, pop sounds. Those are your connective tissue binding being gently unbuckled so that the body has a more fluid matrix rather than this sort of bound, imprisoned quality. Last time, all the way around. Hanging your head in front, totally relaxed. And then float that head up as if a string is floating into the sky. And just recall Zhongjung, central upright. Sung, soft and loose and relaxed. Now, Chunwan and Qingling. Chunwan is get your stability by letting heaviness go out of the body, down through the chair, down through the legs. So it's like you're plugged into the ground by being so relaxed that there's this settling of heaviness underneath. Qingling is the fact that your body doesn't collapse, it actually gets levity and buoyancy. So let's use that. Remember to stand up, we got to get our center of gravity above the feet. So you fold, spill that weight forward, rise all the way up to standing. And then when we sit, you keep the weight under your feet, fold, sink the buttocks, check your chair if you need to, and then commit to your chair. We do that twice more. Fold. And remember, we're creating space, we're cultivating space and looseness everywhere. And then when we move, we make sure not to jam that space up with tension. You stay relaxed, and then when it's time to sit, you're folding. So I'm actually relaxing into sitting rather than I'm sort of working at it. And same thing when standing up. I'm not working, I'm folding because I'm soft and relaxed, and then just spilling forward and rising. Now use that for your squat. Fold, sink. Don't sit in your chair. Just fold all the body parts and then come right back up. So remember, the Tai Chi squat is not a strength building exercise, even though it does build power and strength, but it's as much a joint therapy, right? So sinking down, letting your back open, letting your shoulders hang loose, and then rising up, and then add to it this therapeutic shape of hips forward, middle, back, sink, rise, forward. So test yourself with this one. If you can't get that low, it's not a lack of strength in the traditional sense of strength. It's too much tension, usually, in certain areas. So we have to soften and lengthen and melt that tension so that you can issue this movement, these shape changes, right? And we're back to neutral. Now we want a slightly wider stance for our Tai Chi. So from your middle, shift the weight over a little bit extra into your left leg, sink down through it and step your right foot about an inch or so out, and then shift over to the right leg so you free your left leg and step it about an inch or a little bit less out. And now we've got our Tai Chi gunslinger stance. Sink down into it a little bit so there's just a light tone in the legs, and then loose through the shoulders, right? This relaxed quality. What's interesting is when we truly relax the arms, they're sort of like a hose that's filled with water. They don't go like collapse like this. They actually float a little bit. One of the ways they describe it's like a bird egg size of space inside the armpit, right? So we're not like this. There's this bit of space, but it's not held. It's because it's so relaxed and there's flow going through. And then we rise. and then we flow change, and then we sweep down, behind, and then rise, and sink. So get the legs involved. When you rise, there's a straightening through the legs and the whole body, water flushing up, and sinking through the whole body. Rising through the whole body, and sinking through the whole body. Scoop the hands in front, and wings rise through the whole body all the way out to the fingertips, and sink through the whole body. Hands sweep and scoop under. Rise and sink. And again, rise. Now, roll palms up, fold over top, and sink. Polish this movement. Wing, roll, fold, and sink. Wing, roll, fold, and sink. And then backs of hands come close and come up. Palms face forward, up and out, and sink. Backs of hands face each other, come up, and sink. All right, so this freedom of movement, you can see there's a lot happening in my body. I'm rising, extending open, long, and then I'm sinking and scooping in close. Now, wings. Right hand roll fold, left hand sweep under, sink. Right, around. It's called Embrace the Moon, and sink. Rise, around, and sink. Rise, around, and sink. Rise out to the wings. Sweep down, sink, scoop. Come up to chest level, elbows pull back. Turn the palms, push, full extend. Turn those palms around and draw all the way back. Turn your palms, push, and draw. Scapula, shoulder blades, we want them able to fully protract here and fully retract here, meaning squeeze together here. Now turn your left palm forward and push. As you push that left palm, turn along that midline. Turn left palm to face, right hand face forward, draw and push, turn along the midline. Turn your palms and draw and push. Simultaneous turn your palms, draw and push. Turn your palms, draw and push. Turn your palms, draw, push. Turn the palms, one. And both hands come back, close to the body, down. That buoyant quality in the hands. You got your middle, you got your two legs, you're sunk down and plugged into the ground. Shift the weight over to the right leg, turn from your middle pivot, and float those hands over. Now we're going shift left, turn left, brush knee with your left hand, sweep the leg with your right hand. They go and go and go and go. And then we're ready to go back. But remember, it's leg shift first, body turn second, hand sweep third. And the weight is in your right, the hands are there, you're turned that way, and then it's shift, turn, hand, and shift, turn, hand, shift, turn, hand, Now your right arm floats up about chest level. The bear swats the jumping fish. Shift, turn, brush knee, swat that fish. Then right hand goes down, left hand floats up, chest level. Shift, turn, brush and swat. Left hand down, right arm up, and we go shift, turn, brush, sneak, swat, change, shift, turn. One more. Now stay in your left leg as your right hand comes down, left arm wing roll, fold, and shift, turn, brush, knee down low, and push, emerge, extend. Left hand goes down, right arm wing roll, fold, and shift, turn, brush, knee, and push. Right hand goes down, left arm wing roll, fold, and shift, turn, brush, and push. Left hand down, right arm wing roll, fold, and shift, turn, brush, knee, and push. One more. Now pause here. Turn your empty left foot in and step it slightly behind you. Shift into your left leg, sit through it. Left hand down, right elbow bend, fingers point up. So we go golden rooster, standing on one leg, light touch of the toe. Bring that foot back, heels touching, toes turned out. Turn right palm forward, left palm in. Shift the weight, right hand down, left elbow bend, toe touch. All right, again, that little empty quality in the foot. Bring the left foot back, turn left palm forward, right palm in, shift, change, golden rooster. Bring the foot back, turn the palms, shift, golden rooster. Foot back, turn palms, shift, toe. Now from here, empty foot, lift a little, lower a little. If that's working, someday you might lift a little higher. Someday, like we do in the Monday class, when we work on that freedom of the leg, lifting up and down. Golden rooster. Right? And switch. Step that right foot back, turn right palm forward, left palm in, and first go to the modified variation, toe touch. From the toe touch, you practice just a little bit of a lift, or further lift and down, or someday maximum lift. And then whatever your lift ability is, switch each time into that lifted spot. So bring your left foot back, turn left palm forward, right palm in. Now as you shift, change the hands and lift the leg. Place the foot down, turn right palm forward, left palm in. Now change the weight, change the hands, that new empty leg, lift. Place that foot down, turn the palms, change, and set that foot down, turn the palms, change, lift, down, change, lift, and step out to the side. Let's walk, walk. Now, staying in your left, right hand sweeps the lake, floats up like vapor, becomes a cloud. Now it's shift right, turn right, cloud, lake. Cloud rains down, lake vapors up, and shift, turn, cloud, lake. Cloud rains down, lake vapors up, and shift, turn, cloud, lake. Cloud rains down, lake vapors up, and shit. Now add. Your right foot should be empty here. You slide it in. As your hands are changing, slide it out. And then we go back the way we came. Now your left foot should be empty, so try to time it where it's stepping in, out, shift and turn. Right foot comes in, out, shift and turn. Left foot comes in, out, shift and turn. Right foot in, out, shift and turn. One more. Now stay in your left leg. Take your left hand behind your back. Turn your right palm face up like you're holding a little marble in the palm. Cast it forward and then shift and turn upward flying diagonal out in front. Turn the palm out, wing, shift left, turn left, sweep the leg, and hold that marble again. And then out in front, so it goes forward and out. And then turn the palm out, wing, lake, bottom of ball. Again, flying diagonal. It goes out in front, a unique direction. Turn the palm, shift and turn, and now bring your left hand and wash. Right hand behind your back, left hand bottom of that ball, out in front, shift and turn, flying diagonal. Turn the palm out, wing, shift and turn, sweep the leg, bottom of a ball. Now the hand goes out as you shift and turn. Turn the palm, wing, shift and turn, leg, and shift and turn. Turn the palm, shift and turn. One more, flying diagonal. And now bring that right hand out, wash, and settle. Your right hand on the bottom, left hand on the top of a big ball. Now, two trains leave the station. They get all the way to their destination at the same time. Then they're coming back. Now, those two tracks, turn those tracks on the diagonal. So your bottom hand is going to go from low to high. Your top hand goes high to low. Put them together. The two trains leave. That's called stroking wild horse's mane. And back. Again. Stroke wild horse's mane. Now turn right palm out, left palm up. Embrace the moon. Right hand under, left hand over. And stroke wild horse's mane. Around the moon. As you come around the moon, shift to your left leg, turn the body to the left, storing. Then as you stroke wild horse's mane, shift to the right, turn the body to the right. And then turn your right palm out, left palm up, embrace the moon, and shift left, turn left. And then shift right, turn right. And shift left, turn left. Shift right, turn right. One more. And left hand dips in the water. Turn the right hand, wash, wash, settle. Left hand bottom of a ball. Right hand top of a ball. Two trains leave the station and come back. On the diagonal, they leave the station, and come back. They leave the station and then they go around to get all the way back. Stroke wild horses may. Around. Now, as you're gathering, shift right, turn right, and stroke wild horses may. Shifting left, turning left. Embrace the moon, shift right, turn right. So turn your body to the right so that you have somewhere to turn from to shift and turn left. And because you turn the body left, you get to not only shift from the leg to the other leg, but you get to rotate inside your middle pivot and wind it all up. So, Lana, make sure you've turned to your right. Yeah. And because you turn to the right, you can turn to the left. And because you turn to the left, you also then get to turn to the right. So yin needs yang. If I never turn right, I can't turn left, and same the other way, right? Now, stay in the left, stay slightly turned left, bring your right hand under, left hand over, and turn more to the left as you sink into the leg. So it's like a loading up the spring, and then shift right, turn right. So here we have gone to that right leg. We're expressing, there's this opening, and then there's room to stay in the right leg, sink more, turn a little more to the right, and bring that left hand under, right hand over, store. And then shift and turn and express. Now stay in the left leg. Your right hand comes under, left hand over, sink more, turn more. Altenberg, your left hand should be on top for this one, right? So you're on top with the left, under with the right, and then we're stroke all the way. And then this right hand is going to fold on top, left hand sweep under as you sink more, turn more. Let's just do two more each way. Stroke wild horse's mane to your left. Stay in the left, right hand under, left hand over. And then we're stroke wild horse's mane to the right. And gather. So yinning and yanging, this should feel very yin. Gathered, folded in, and then this is very yang, expressive and extending. And then yin, softening, consolidating, coming in. And then expressing, extending. One more. And make the ball, wash the paw, settle to middle, and then finish with 3 sink chi wash organs just to flush the channels. You rock a little to your heels, open and lift. Rock to your toes, sweep around, palms face up. Rock to your heels, bringing in, settle to the middle of the feet, hands settle to the belly, and then elbows somewhat forward, like we did when we were in the chair. Hollow this space here. So we hollow the front, and that allows us to sink into this therapeutic little Tai Chi squat, and then come right back up, looser. Twice more. Rock back, open and lift. Rock forward, sweep around. Rock back, bringing in and settling to middle of feet, hands settle to the belly, and then a disappearing act of this whole front of your body. Soften it and disappear it back, open the back, and then sink and release. And then back to standing. One more. Back. Forward. Back. Middle. Disappear front so the back opens, and that opens room to just sink and release. Close the whole practice. Wing, roll, fold. Settle the mind and all the energy of the body. Back to the battery, back to the reservoir. Seal one hand, other hand. Great job, everyone. Have a wonderful weekend. If you have questions, thoughts, insights, feel free to unmute, ask, or share. Otherwise, have a great, great weekend, and I'll see some of you Monday, maybe.
Thank you, Otto. I'll see you Monday.
Yeah. All right, great, Renee. Great job.
Bye.
Anything else?
Thanks, Ada.
Yeah,
See you
great job,
Monday.
Mark. Yeah. Anything else? Bye. 3, 2, 1. I'm gone.